Okay, we're going live with YouTube. We're going to be discussing a business letter. The format is block format. Before I start, I have to always say this on camera, is teacher can be on video. Students can't, but your voices can. So if I asked you some questions, please answer them. If you have to refer to your notes on page 15, where your business template is, please do. If you did not do your letter last night, okay, we're going to revisit it anyways. So we can work on it today, and I want you to do some research when I'm done speaking. Because in your body paragraph, you have your problem. Guess what your problem is? Oh, by the way, take notes on page 14. If you have any room, take notes on page 14. Here is your problem, which is the first thing in your body paragraph. I changed the scenario so it's a real life situation. I've already asked how many of you are moving out. Almost 99% of you raised your hand. And I also said if I was your parent, I'd be kicking you out anyways when you came of age. But most of you are going to college or whatever. Sometime in your life you will be renting a place. Either an apartment or maybe a house with your college roommates and whatever the case may be. Sometime in your life you will probably have a complaint that needs to be addressed. So you're going to write a business letter to your landlord. Here's your problem. Now remember, you're paying rent and everything else. Here's your problem, which is number 1 on your business letter in the body. Your problem is, so you can write this on page 14, you have a leaky pipe in your bathroom and you live on the 2nd floor. Please write that problem on page 14. Okay, so there's your new problem. Because I guarantee you, when you become a renter, you will probably have some type of problem that you're going to have to complain about to your landlord. Now, why is it important to write a letter and not just go next door and talk to your landlord? Tyler?
It is more professional.
Professional 1. Joey? So you have documentation. When you just orally communicate with another person, in this case your landlord, that's he said, she said. It will not stand up in the court of law. In a court of law, you must have documentation. You must have documentation. So, let's prepare our first business letter, complaint letter, documentation. Now you're looking at page 15. Let's start at the beginning of it. On page 15, the beginning of your letter, and remember it's block format, so you're going straight down your left margin. No indentation. No indenting. So the first address is the sender. That's you. If you do not know your address, use mine. Immediately after your sender's address, so those of you who were absent yesterday, you can go ahead and do this on your blank piece of paper. Remember, straight down the left margin. The date yesterday was January 9th. Remember, no abbreviations in a business letter. Completely, except for the state. Your state can be abbreviated. Everything else, if you live on a street, a lane, avenue, again, has to be spelled out. After that, you might skip 2 lines, 3 at the most. How long is a business letter? How long is a business letter?
Front page.
Excuse me? Go ahead, Zach. 1 page. Because it's also called a cover letter when you do your resumes. Okay, 1 page. So that's what I'm saying right here. 3, skip 3 lines, or 2 if you have to go back. Now most of you will type this. I want to expedite this so you can actually do some research. Yes, Tiffany?
If you live on like north or south, do you have to write it out, or can you just write like center at?
No, this is where I messed up because we're on South Myrtle. I should have put a capital S, right? Okay? Now, after that, here's your landlord. You need a complete name of your landlord. What some students did yesterday was just make it up. You know, Big Bird. Whatever, okay? First and last name. Then a complete address. Hence, you have technology. You can look it up if you don't know. Or you can make it up.
What if you're your own landlord?
Excuse me?
What if you're your own landlord?
Okay, we are doing a scenario, so we're making believe that in the future when you get older, you're actually going to have your own place and have a real landlord who's going to take that rent check every month, whether they fix your problem or not, okay? So anyways, full name, full address, like you see up here, like yours, and city, state, and zip code. Then you skip 2 lines, and then it's dear and the title. The title means Mr., Mrs., Doctor, whatever the case is, and only last name. After that, you skip 1 line, and you have problem number 1. Again, what is your problem? Somebody raise their hand and tell me, what's your problem? Jamie? Yes, leaking pipe in the bathroom. Okay? Now, that's all you're going to have to write on number 1. Use some kind of transition word. Certainly, safety is an issue. Hint, hint. However, I have a leaking pipe in my bathroom. Now, the next thing, the next paragraph, remember it's really short and sweet, is your, what is number 2? What's body number 2? Details are evidence, right, Sarah? Details are evidence. And that is when I want you to start doing some research. Research question. In case you can do this in any state. Right now, you're doing research on Florida laws for renters. So, your evidence. You're going to research Florida laws as a renter. And you're going to tell your landlord you know your rights. Now, body 3, Tyler?
Resolve.
Resolve or solution. So, why don't you help your landlord out and do some research on how much a plumber will charge. How much will a plumber charge to fix your leaking pipe? So you're going to help your landlord out. So in paragraph 3, which is only 2 or 3 sentences, you're going to tell your landlord the research you've done on how much a plumber will charge. You can do BYOT, look up local plumbers. Okay, and then you try to get the, when I'm done talking, you can do your BYOT. Okay, try to get some, different prices. Don't go searching the most expensive plumber out there, because your landlord probably won't use that person. What do you think? Okay? And then obviously, number 4, the last thing you put in your letter before you close it up is what? Denise?
And in a polite note.
Yeah, a polite note. Thank you, I know you're going to fix my problem soon. Okay, something in that order. And then, of course, sincerely or thank you, and then your type name at the bottom. Okay, so today, we went through this, so I want you in class time today is do the research for your body. So, somebody tell me the 2 things you're going to research. Raise your hand and tell me what you're researching. Amelia?
The price of plumber.
A price for plumber for paragraph 3, your solution. Zach?
Your rights that you have to rent.
Yeah, your renter's rights. Look up Florida statutes for renter's rights. For example, if your landlord doesn't fix the pipe and it gets worse, remember, you're loading bathroom rubs and all your stuff in your bathroom you're getting ruined. What is your right as a renter? Can you move out?
Yes.
No, do the research first. Are there any questions on what you're doing? Because I want to put a wrap on this. Any questions? You can team up, because I know some of you do not have BYOT technology, also have 3 computers in the classroom. Team up, work together, and let's make it happen. Don't move yet. Any questions? Do you know what in the heck you're going to be doing for the next 30 minutes? Put your thumb up if you do.
Yes.
Now remember, if you give me your thumb, that means you know. Clayton, you got it? Yeah, okay, go for it. Put a wrap.